you can master it.
Correct.
But you got to make sure you got the right pieces to the puzzle.
You got the right pieces to the
and
puzzle.
What I say every day is crazy that a person without nothing can always tell you how to get something. You know, just like I said, yo, a virgin can tell you how to have, it's always somebody that's not in a certain place that can give you advice on how to get there. And I disagree with those, like I said, those are liabilities, what we just talked about a little while ago. A guy, it's like somebody telling Alex how to hit a baseball, but they never played baseball, been on a baseball field.
He called me earlier, it's like, yo, when you spar, I'm gonna come to the gym. I'm like, I'm gonna spar at 4 o'clock. I really didn't think he was gonna pull up, but he pulled up. It means everything, his advice and listening to him in the ring. He calling out little shit. I'm trying to make sure I do what he says, so a hell of a blessing to have Bud, Floyd, all these guys backing me, and I appreciate them. I'm just trying to keep pushing and keep getting better and better.
Revealed unexpected behind-the-scenes insights into Shakur Stevenson's sparring sessions with Teofimo Lopez, igniting new debate among boxing fans.
Yeah, but don't even stand right. Don't know nothing about boxing. So it's even like the commentators that watch our sports tell you how to tackle, how to catch footballs, and if you correct them and tell them, you know what, you don't know what you're talking about, they get upset, and that's when you hear so many. You hear so many bad stories because people always want you to tell them what they want to hear. They don't want the truth. And
insiders reveal that Floyd Mayweather Jr. visited Shakur Stevenson's camp, offering his expert guidance to help sharpen Stevenson's punching technique, precision, and timing ahead of the Teofimo fight. Before you even throw a punch, your stance has to be perfect, he emphasized.
Your stance must be right as far as your pivot. Start off with your pivot, get on your pivot, and it's light. The jab goes like this. This is exactly how the jab goes. Jab. This is called a 1-2. Boom, boom. You bring the hook with it. You can go to the body. Jab. This double jab. Triple jab. Short hook. Wide hook. Short hook. Wide hook. You go to the body. Slide over here. Slide over here, you drop on the shots like this, You go here, 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 back with the jab,
Stevenson calls sparring days his favorite part of training. Beyond the ring, his camp is focusing heavily on footwork drills, defensive reactions, and mastering distance control, often spending countless rounds refining timing rather than chasing knockouts.
An extra hour or anything was gonna make a difference because of the fact that I've been doing it all week. The 6 in the morning, the day before, I've been going super hard for the weight. I'm a real fighter at the end of the day, so I wasn't trying to make a stand for a fighter. I was just...
He got picked on the world team. Every 2.5 years, he's gained weight. He moved up in weight. So, like, the weight gain and him going now is part of his natural growth process been going on. And so, I think he's more adjusted and he feels much more comfortable.
He thrives on creating chaos in the fight, forcing opponents to play by his rules. According to multiple insider reports, Shakur Stevenson has joined forces with Terrence "Bud" Crawford to prepare for the Teofimo Lopez fight. fully immersing himself in every lesson.
Terrence Bud Crawford, definitely a hell of an experience. You get that type of knowledge, that type of IQ. I look up to Bud a lot. Honestly, he one of the realest dudes that I done met. He's still a normal person in his head. Like, he don't believe that he's above everyone else. That's how I feel about myself.
You seen me around a lot. Oh, no. Don't act like you ain't seen me around them days. He said
Bud, come on. Terrence talking, I try not to talk back. I try to just listen.
Straight, boom, straight shot. Like right here, boom, there you go. But you gotta make sure you step. Bam. That's when the motherfucker trying to run out. When the motherfucker trying to run, bop, there you go.
Even if I don't feel the same way that he feeling at the moment, it don't matter. I still want to hear him out and try to understand what he's saying.
If you hear, bop, only thing he can throw is a hook because you out the way of the right hand.
He like a sponge. He soak up everything that he need to soak up, put it into his arsenal, and then he make the best out of everything that he learned from everybody.
Then throw it straight left to the body.
At the end of the day, you don't want to feel like a know-it-all. The people that know it all are the people that don't go very far. You gotta always be a student. You gotta always be able to learn and pick up things from this person, that person.
He's a work of art. The sky is the limit with Shakur. He got the boxing skills and the ability to, do whatever he wants in the ring. And it's gonna be very hard to beat Shakur, with the skills that he possesses and the smarts that he has, and given the opportunity, I think he can pose a great threat to.
Teofimo Lopez enters this fight with renewed confidence and a sharpened sense of purpose. Viewing it as a defining moment in his career, he feels mentally sharp, physically powerful, and fully in sync with his training. Rather than being burdened by expectations, Lopez embraces the spotlight, seeing it as the stage he was made for. His mindset reflects maturity and hunger, forged by past experiences that have strengthened his resolve. He approaches this bout as an opportunity to showcase his full arsenal, speed, power, ring IQ, and competitive fire, reminding everyone why he remains one of boxing's most dangerous and gifted fighters.
Bringing in some good positive affirmation and thoughts. I try to do all this, as much as possible. I think it's also good for us, not just as fighters, but as human beings. It's good for us, It kind of let us be aware, of the actual things you could write down and actually create and manifest. I wrote down I was going to be a world champion one day. Boom, did it. I wrote that I was going to be one of the best fighters to live up this time, and boom, we're doing it.
What's it like hanging with this guy? He seems pretty awesome.
It's incredible, man. He's definitely a special human being, in everything he does, in the boxing gym. He's a people's champion, He's constantly giving back to others. You see the human side of him,
Under the watchful eye of Freddie Roach, whose experience and strategic insight have added a new dimension to his training, Teofimo focuses on high-intensity rounds that replicate fight night pressure. He combines powerful punches with swift combinations and precise footwork drills. Roach emphasizes timing, defense, and exploiting openings, pushing Teofimo to think 2 steps ahead in every exchange. The focus in camp has been on sharpening instincts, trusting his abilities, and maintaining discipline from start to finish. For Teofimo, this matchup isn't just about winning a fight. It's about reaffirming his place among boxing's elite. He believes the sacrifices made in training, lessons learned from past battles, and the hunger that first drove him to the top have all aligned at the perfect moment.
Then again, it's like I could always succeed to another level with it, and exceed to it. So it's really just trying to just keep it going, keep moving forward throughout the whole time and throughout the whole process, and mainly just have fun with it. You gotta have fun with what you do. I love this. I haven't stopped doing what I've done because of the fact that I enjoy what I do. This has been 20 years in the making, 20 years in this. And I have so much to do and so much to prove within myself. So mentally, I'm prepared. Physically, I'm more than ready. And emotionally, I'm on fire. I'm on fire with it. Because all I ever did was try to be great. And it's no longer trying. I am. You know, I am great. And it's all about just continuing and holding that. So it's all about just staying humble throughout the process, keeping myself level-headed, and really just enjoying each day that we get.
Teofimo Lopez isn't coming into this fight just to compete. He's determined to protect what he's built at 140 pounds. As the reigning WBO junior welterweight champion, he knows his title isn't just a piece of metal. It symbolizes years of sacrifice, pain, and relentless dedication. Lopez has emphasized that this bout is more than a challenge. It's a defense of everything he's achieved since bursting onto the world stage. His mindset reflects a fighter who fully understands what's at stake, both professionally and personally, and he insists that no one will take what he's earned without a fight.
That open. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's nerves in the end. The tempo does. They have a little higher. Do it. Do it right hand. That's it. Right hand. Quick. Quick. We do it. We do it.
Shakur Stevenson has openly explained why he never signed with Floyd Mayweather early in his pro career, citing respect, vision, and his own identity as a fighter. After the 2016 Olympics, when Mayweather approached him, Stevenson felt the way he was presented, smaller and less central on promotional materials, didn't reflect his worth or ambitions. Beyond appearances, he wasn't comfortable doing things the Mayweather way and wanted to follow a path that stayed true to his development and team. Ultimately, Stevenson chose to sign with Top Rank, believing they offered a clearer route to early title opportunities and treated him with the recognition he deserved. He emphasized that he wanted to maintain the people he trusted in his corner and the methods he believed in, rather than compromise his vision to fit into Mayweather's system.
In the ring,
Yes.
Shakur Stevenson.
For
Obviously,
sure.
you guys are both in Las Vegas. I'm hearing that you did link up today. A face-off happened between the two of you?
Yeah, face-off happened, things of that nature, just to create the things that are in motion already. So we're really adamant about fighting each other next, and I can't wait for us to really lace it up. And I see him across the ring, and really when that bell rings, lights out for him.
What's it like seeing him now kind of face-to-face? When you look at him, what do you see? Because obviously you're not locked in just yet, and the closer it gets to a fight, obviously things turn a little bit. But when you do look at Shakur, what do you think of him?
I think I don't think too much of it. I think that he believes in himself. That's one thing. But I'm here to destroy his dreams and all that he wants to do and become. You can't take this from me. I worked very hard for it. I've bled for this, and I'm not taking nothing from him, but I just believe that what's gonna happen next is for destiny.
Shakur Stevenson's game plan for the Teofimo Lopez fight focuses on both physical and mental control. He aims to frustrate Lopez by denying him rhythm and space through sharp footwork, constant feints, and precise counters. By making Teofimo miss early and often, Stevenson hopes to force him into overreaching and losing patience. Each defensive slip and clean counter is designed to chip away at Lopez's confidence round by round. Stevenson plans to approach the fight with control, patience, and intelligence, dictating distance, timing, and rhythm, and forcing Lopez to fight entirely on his terms.
The Olympics, like I said, I watched the whole Olympics. That was a moment, and like I said, at this point, I think that's when everybody really started hearing about you. Once the Olympics came about, and Floyd flew out there to go see.
Facts.
Floyd was all on you that whole
Facts.
weekend. Just outside looking in, I guess everybody was surprised that you ain't signed with Floyd, because it just felt like niggas is like, oh, he the next Floyd. Floyd, he's courting you.
Yeah.
What you feel like? What was it that made you not do a deal with Floyd?
See, look, a lot of people look at that situation, they be like, yeah, you should have went with Floyd. But like, I'm a real nigga. I'm gonna be real. Fuck it. I'm gonna just say what it is. Like, I'm a real nigga. So like, it's just certain things that I tolerate, I don't tolerate, and it's like, you know, I got around certain people that I felt was like real niggas, and you know, they kind of helped me out with my career, and like, Floyd didn't want to be like involved in that. Like, he didn't want to accept like the real, you know, the real part that he wanted me to like go through it with, you know. I ain't gonna say he wanted me to go through blind, but he wanted me to like do it his way.
Right.
And I ain't want to do it his way, so it ended up being like I did it my way, and I went with the team I felt was like a better team for me, and I feel like right now it's paid off.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, was that a hard decision though? Because you got to think like, this Floyd, like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas growing, I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Floyd, my favorite fighter, right? So it's like, you know, because I work in music, so I see that, like, you know, when it's an artist trying to sign you, it'd be a little different just because you have an emotional attachment to it. Was that a hard decision for you to, like, tell Floyd, like, nah, I'm good?
Yeah, it was, because at the end of the day, Floyd calling my phone, he on the phone, he like, yeah, you could drive the Bugatti. You could, like,
money talk.
Yeah, so it's like, he all in your head at the same time, but it's like, you still in your brain.
By staying disciplined, calm, and defensively sharp, Shakur Stevenson believes he can mentally wear Teofimo down before physically breaking him. He trusts that as clean opportunities become harder to find, frustration will grow, leading to mistakes and openings. Once that mental edge is secured, Stevenson expects the fight to tilt in his favor, letting his precision, timing, and ring IQ dictate the outcome from start to finish. Get ready. This is a masterclass in strategy and control.
We need to be pushed today. Bring the smoke, baby.
And I think this is the year where I'm gonna make them hate me even more.
We gonna lose. We can't lose. Because all we do is win.
You already know what I was popping pills with him, been falling back from Killer Dow, cause I'm...
One of the biggest title fights of early 2026 is set for January 31st in New York City, as Teofimo Lopez defends his WBO and the Ring Junior welterweight titles against Shakur Stevenson, who aims to become a four-division world champion. This showdown is far more than just a clash of two elite 140-pound fighters. It has captured the attention of fans and pundits alike, promising high stakes, intense action, and a defining moment in both careers.